faithful loyal YouTube subscriber. Today is Monday. It is June 29th. June has gone straight to hell, ain't it? Like this whole fucking 2020, the whole year went straight to hell. June 29th, year 2020. We almost into July. The coronavirus is still running around here killing people. Florida has closed its beaches for the July 4th weekend. If you go down to Florida right now to Miami, but Miami has closed its beaches. But if you go down to Miami, they stopped all alcohol sales at bars. I don't know about restaurants, but if you're at the beach, well, you can't go to the beach because the beach will be closed for July 4th weekend because to keep Americans still want to do what they want to do, and they don't want to social distance. And they want to party, they want to live their lives. That's what people, I've heard this comment, I'm going to live my life. I'm thinking, y'all, just one summer, just hit the pause button, chill, take a chill pill, sit in your home, relax, calm, grill, just for one summer. We ain't asking for the rest of your life, just for now, let's take a chill pill. But they don't want to do that. They gotta fly here and go here and dance here and be in the clubs and drink it and liquor and smoke it and drink it and liquor and smoke it and hookah. White and black and Hispanic, young and old, and Asian. So people want to do what they want to do. So the coronavirus. Y'all remember the coronavirus? Let me help you. The coronavirus. It's the coronavirus. Hey, coronavirus is still out there, y'all. The coronavirus is the coronavirus. The coronavirus pandemic continues. We stuck in it. Yeah, I would like to take a vacation. Love to go someplace. I'm sitting there like, but it's hot. I ain't gonna lie, it's hotter than a motherfucker. Every time I walk outside, I'm like, whew. Good Lord, I'm about to die here. Where would I go? You got to find some place to go without the coronavirus there with you. No heat burning you up at the same time. No crowds of people so you can social distance. It's not okay. I figure it out. So what I'm leaning towards is trying to find a house somewhere, Tennessee, on a lake, maybe with a pool, jacuzzi, private, something like that this year, something different. Stay away from these resorts and a whole bunch of people out there drinking, smoking, and partying, acting like the coronavirus ain't out here terrorizing our nation. But, okay, so I had a health scare. It's going to take a second to explain. A few weeks ago, I remember back in the middle of May, my doctor, I had some lab work done. Some labs we were doing. Something happened and I was having lab work done, and I was doing the various tests. They put all this blood, liver enzymes, kidney enzymes, just everything that they was checking, because this was actually related to my birthday when I had my exam. But I wasn't able to see my doctor because, they're doing that social distancing stuff. So we did a telemedication thing over the internet. And then she sent me to the labs to get the labs work done. I didn't hear anything. Well, she did call me back a few weeks later. So this was done in April where I had the lab work. So around May, she called me back and we began having conversations about lab work. And she said my cholesterol level was extremely high. She didn't like it. I can't remember if it was good or bad cholesterol. Don't ask me no questions, y'all. I cannot remember, but something about my cholesterol level, and she wanted me to try a new medication called statin, which would bring my cholesterol level down. I'm pretty sure it was bad cholesterol. But anyway, she said the medication. I was a little apprehensive about this medication because I've never had blood pressure medicines kind of cause issues. And I don't like to switch when I have something that works. So anyway, I did a lot of research on the medication, talked to her, phone conversations, talked to the pharmacy. After a few days of research and talking to people, I decided, okay, I'm going to give this medication a try. And around May 15th, I started taking the new medication, the statin. Got it from the grocery store, spoke to the pharmacist, spoke to the doctor, spoke to a friend of mine, the doctor. Everybody said, you should be fine. They made it seem like it would be good for me. So I said, okay. Well, several weeks into taking that medication, something started to happen. Now, I don't know if it was that medication. At the same time, I started back working out at the gym. Remember, the gyms were closed. So now I was back working out. But I started having some pain in I felt like it was my heart. I mean, I don't know. It just felt like it was pain in my heart, maybe my lat muscle, my back. It was pain. I was like, oh my God, what's going on here? So one day, this was a few weeks into taking that medication. So, side note, back in the fall, y'all know I did a bodybuilding show. So around September, October, when I did that bodybuilding show, I had an appointment with a heart doctor where they did a sonogram, EKG, and they did some tests on my heart, a stress test, and a bunch of other different stuff last year for my heart. I was supposed to go back for an appointment with them, but then a couple of things happened. I was doing a bodybuilding show. I don't remember the appointment, but after I had the test done, I had the bodybuilding show. Me and Earl went on that cruise. Earl came back with the coronavirus. So I was busy. I was never able to make it back to the heart doctor so they can tell me about the test results. So I just assumed everything was great. I ain't heard from nobody. Anybody called me? I will admit I did miss the appointment I had, but I don't even remember the date of the appointment. I don't remember. I was so much shit going on at that point. Y'all do realize I've been dealing with this coronavirus mess since late December. I mean, early December of last year, and all this shit going on, and I had to move, and there was a lot of shit going on. But anyway, so that's a little side note. My heart was hurt. And I hadn't put two to two together to think it was this medication because I just didn't know what it was. And so my heart felt like it was aching. Like I said, it was my right arm. I was like, something's just not right. So I called my doctor, and she noticed that she had not got the test results back from the heart doctor. She hadn't seen them. So she said that she called me, and I was at the gym. She was like, we were discussing this, and she was like, well, we still haven't got your stress test stuff back from the heart doctor. So I said, okay. She said, well, I need you to come over here and sign some documents so I can get your results back. She was going to email it to me, but it just so happened I was not far from her, from the doctor. So I said, well, I'll come over. They said, when you come over, we'll bring the paperwork out for you to sign so we can get those test results back from the heart doctor. So I stopped what I was doing, went over there, sat in the parking lot. They brought out the documents. I signed them. No big deal. Well, about a few days later, I was back in the gym working out. But I at that point, the situation was getting worse, to the point where I was very concerned. So I called him back, and then she said, well, you need to go to the emergency room. And I was like, I really don't go to the emergency room. But during the course of our conversation, I began to ask, I thought about it. I said, you know what? I think this problem I'm having was because of that statin medication you put me on. Because I wasn't having this problem before. Like I said, it was a serious thing. I started the medication. I started back at the gym. Started back doing a lot of cardio. So I was like, something's not right here. And so she was like, well, she didn't think the medication was the issue. But I said, maybe I should stop taking this medication until we figure out what's going on. So she said, okay. So I stopped taking the medication. She was now still waiting for the test results to come back in from the heart people to transfer it back over to her so she can look at them. So about Wednesday of last week, I was at the gym doing cardio. And she called me. And so I ignored it. Then she called back. I ignored it. Then she called back again. Then she texted me. She said, answer the phone. So I said, this woman crazy. I'm doing cardio. So I answered the phone. She said, what are you doing? I said, I'm at the gym doing cardio. She said, stop. She said, I'm looking at your test results for your EKG. It looks like you've had a stroke. I said, a stroke? I said, huh? When did I have a stroke? I mean, I think I would know if I had a damn stroke. She said, no. She said, it looks like you're from your EKG. I'm looking at it. You had a stroke at some point. Now, she told me to stop everything I'm doing at the gym, stop, and call the heart people and immediately make an appointment with them. She said, she's calling now. I want you to call them, immediately make an appointment, or you need to go to the emergency room immediately. Something's not right. And so I said, okay. So she said, I'm in panic mode at this point. Luckily, I was able to call the heart people right then, jump off the elliptical machine. I called the heart doctor, and they said, "Oh, we can get you in Friday." This was Wednesday. And she's like, well, and I was talking to the people at the heart doctor, like, well, maybe you should, if you're still hurting you and it's still bothering you, which it was at that point, maybe you should go to the emergency room. So I was trying to wait. Should I go to the emergency room? Should I wait it out? But I was feeling better since I had stopped taking that medication, the stat medicine, the week before. So I was thinking, maybe it won't be so bad. And I don't know why. I just wasn't ready. Y'all. I just didn't want to go to the emergency room. I guess I guess to get out of the coronavirus. Mind you, in the midst of my conversations with my doctor, with these experiences I was going through, she said something to me. She was like, well, you need to go to the emergency room because, with everything going on, you just need to get everything tested to make sure that it's not the coronavirus that you're having, that you're dealing with. Because my breathing was kind of labored. Also, I do remember that I was catching my breath was kind of complicated. There were a couple of things happening, but I wasn't coughing or sick. I had a fever, but something was going on that wasn't right. So the next day or so, mind you, my doctor told me I had a stroke. So I'm like, oh my God, I had a stroke. When did I have a stroke? When? How? So I'm at home Googling silent strokes, looking up everything, trying to figure out what happened, when you have a stroke, when would you know, what are the symptoms, reading this stuff. I don't see nothing stood out to me. And so I'm asking people questions, and I call back over to the doctor's office and ask them questions, and they said, well, you'll come. In fact, they moved my appointment up a few hours since this was a concern. So finally Friday rolls around. I'm nervous. I didn't even sleep the night before. I'm like, okay, they said I had a stroke. They rushed me to the hospital. She's saying my doctor had said I might need surgery on my heart or something. Something could be going on. This is what my doctor had told me. And I'm thinking, okay, what is going on here? So Friday I got on that. I hadn't told anybody this. So finally Friday morning I said, I better tell Earl. Because in case I go to the hospital, they have to put my ass into the emergency room or something. So I finally told him what was going on. I don't want to hear his mouth. I said, okay, let me tell him what's going on. And so in the vent, I get over here to the doctor's office, and they decide, well, we need to put you in the hospital. And so I told him, I still didn't tell my mother. Didn't want her to be concerned yet. So I figured I'd call her on my way to the emergency room if that were the case. And so anyway, Friday comes, I talk to Earl, I get up, I get dressed, I eat, go head over to the doctor's office. They doing the social distancing thing, and you got to wear your mask, and there's just a lot of procedures at the doctor's office. I'm just anxious to get in there. Like, okay, got to get inside this place overnight. If Al told me to dance butt ass naked on this concrete out here, I would. Just get me in there. So finally, I get into the doctor's office. They might check my blood pressure. And I don't know why, but my blood pressure was high, and I have to buy one of them blood pressure things so I can read my blood pressure at home. Because I don't know why my blood pressure was high, but it was. But anyway, finally, I get to my doctor, Ms. Ling, an Asian woman who remembered me from when I came to get the other test. She said, oh, I remember you. We talked and stuff. And then I said, well, my doctor said I had a stroke. And she was looking at the stuff, and she's like, now, mind you, this doctor is the heart doctor. She deals with the EKG. They did the stress test. They did a sonogram. You know what they do for pregnant women when they run the thing and you can see the baby, a monogram, a sonogram, I don't know, some type of x-ray type thing. So she had all the tests in front of her, and she said, no, you didn't have a stroke. She just kind of laughed and said, no, you didn't have a stroke. I said, oh, well, what happened? And she said, well, you just have an abnormal EKG. And they also did the EKG that day before the doctor gave me the hook. She didn't do the EKG. And she said that the EKG was the same. She said, you just have an abnormal EKG. She said, I'm looking at the pictures of your heart. Everything's fine. I don't see anything wrong. I'm I'm concerned about your blood pressure, but she said, I'm looking, and she said, I don't see anything wrong with your heart. Your heart is fine. She said, I did not have a stroke. And so I said, okay. She said, well, I said, my doctor said I had a stroke. She said, well, she probably looked at the EKG and assumed because it's not normal and that the numbers were wherever they're supposed to be. But she said, she looked at me, she said, look, you're a pretty big guy, so your EKGs will never be normal. So she said, well, a person who knows how to read an EKG can determine that and look at other information, the x-rays or sonograms. I can't think of that machine they use for that damn, where they run and they looked at my heart and everything. And they did a stress test. So they hooked up to machines and I had to run on this damn treadmill for a long time, running. And so eventually she said my heart was fine. But because of the abnormal EKG, she scheduled me for a CAT scan, some type of scan I'm doing on this Wednesday, because she just wants to go look in just to see, just to look and make sure everything. She said everything looks okay, but she said she just wants to see something to make sure everything's fine. So I'll be going back for a CAT scan on Wednesday. So I was like, oh boy, that was scary. Because the whole time you're thinking, the thing that came into my mind is I don't remember having a stroke, and I'm thinking, well, when did the stroke happen? I'm trying to think, Then I've thought about something. This is how your mind plays you. One night when Earl was in the hospital, I woke up sweating and shaking and couldn't breathe. When I woke up, and I said, I remember this because I got up out of bed and I wasn't feeling very well. And I was shaking. I was covered in sweat. And I ended up going downstairs in the kitchen and eating a bowl of cereal. And I remember sitting there eating that cereal and starting to feel better. And I was like, that must have been the night I had a stroke. I was like, that must have been it. It had to have been. That was the only thing I could think of where something bizarre had happened. But remember, the test had been taken before all this took place. So I'm just trying to think, when did the stroke happen? But they already had the test at that point anyway. The test was done back in September, October. So I couldn't think of any incidents that would have, anyway, it didn't matter anyway. I ain't had a stroke. So I called my doctor. I said, no, they said it was a stroke. She said, I'm so glad. How do you feel? I said, and actually, because I stopped taking the statin medication, I feel better. Today is Monday? This is the best I felt. Over the weekend, there was some minor issues. Now, I don't know if my doctor said they don't think it's the statin medicine. It could have been because I went back to the gym, was working out, and maybe did something too. I don't know. But I know today yesterday I felt better. Today I feel even more better. Anyway, that was very interesting story that happened over the past few days. I wasn't able to really do videos, and I was really dealing with. I wasn't feeling good. That's damn statin medicine. I'm pretty sure it was that medication because since I've stopped it, I'm back to normal. So I just got to find a way to get my cholesterol down, which when I go back to the doctor on Wednesday and she does the test, she wants to make sure everything's fine with the CAT scan, which she said, from what she saw in front of her, she said she didn't see anything that would suggest I was having any type of heart problem other than the abnormal EKG. So, anyway, that was an exhausting little experience. So it's glad to know I don't have heart problems. You start writing out your will. Who's going to get the car? Who's going to get this? Who's going to get a little bit of $10 in the bank? I'm going to leave that to this person. I guess Earl get this debt and over here. He get this bill. You want this Mercedes? Okay, this is what it's going to cost you per month. All right, so. And don't you use my life insurance to pay off this damn car. You better, still details like that. But I never got a chance to talk to Mom because I don't want her to go into panic mode because my mother's on her way over here this morning anyway because we got to figure out a few things with her account information. Anyway, that was the story I wanted to share about my little health scare. And I was relieved to find out everything was fine. But I know when I get a CAT scan on this Wednesday. 2 more days, and get up there, and then I'm going on vacation somewhere. Getting the hell out of here. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share with y'all. So y'all can be mindful of the coronavirus as you go through your day. The coronavirus is still out there terrorizing people. So when y'all trying to get your nails done and go to the hair and get your hair salon and get your hair done and nails and facials, and just remember the coronavirus is right there. It's assisting. Some things don't make sense to me. Here we are in the middle of a pandemic, and people just, I would love to go to a barbershop and have my beard shaped up. I said, fuck it, let this bitch grow. This beard gonna grow into, it's gonna be a wild afro down here. I'm not going to no barbershop. If I can't, I'm touching it up, my little stuff with my little clippers, and I ain't thinking about no barbershop. I'm not going. That's a little bit too close to me. You know, somebody trying to, you know, they right up next to you. The risk is too great, and it ain't worth it for me. This thing can grow wild like a damn bush. I don't care. But I know a lot of you all want to continue to live normal lives. You want to go to the clubs. You want to go to restaurants. You want to do things. Every time I go someplace, I tend to sit outside, and I have my mask. I don't know. It's just people want to live a normal life. We just can't hit the pause button and just chill out for a little while until this virus passes, until they get it under control. But you know. It's being very interesting to see how this plays out in America over the next few months, because as soon as the people feel like they have to get out, they got to go places, they got to do this, they got to go there, they must do it, our life is going to pass them by. Well, I would say just hit the pause button, y'all, and chill out. But today it is Monday, June 29th. The year is 2020. Y'all get up here, do something productive with your lives. Take a chill pill, relax, continue to social distance, wear your mask. The coronavirus is real. It is not fake. It is not some devious. It is just a virus. We're in a pandemic. This ain't the first pandemic that humankind has been through, but we will live through this and live through others. But just be careful. Use common sense when going places and doing things. I saw videos this weekend of people in packed house parties. Just wall-to-wall people. I would not have been in that house. Myself, personally, at no house party. But anyway, my phone's ringing. I'm out of here, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day.